ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Smark Tank. I am Shannon Epstein, alongside the wondrous one, Bob Black, and we're here to talk to you about professional wrestling, specifically the Greatest Royal Rumble, because that's all that there really is to talk about this week, because Raw and Smackdown were pretty lackluster.
Yeah.
It was so lackluster.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can go over the recap of Raw really quickly. I think the biggest thing that actually happened on Raw was Ronda Rousey this week saving Natalia in a weird, like, oh, you trained me angle.
Yeah,
when she clearly, like, the way she took down
I don't get it.
Was it Mickie James? She took her down, right?
Shout out to Mickie James. You know what? Mickie James is like,
she's the greatest salesman at home.
Yo, she is like rock level sales. Like, she will make you look like you are killing her with every maneuver, and that is a beautiful. That's like Ric Flair level. Like, oh my god, this man, his chop just like gave me a heart attack, and look at me, I'm flying into the air. It's amazing. It really is a talent.
I mean, the way Ronda Rousey took her down, it looked really good.
She does. I mean, she's good at that. But like, you know, Mickie James is selling the shit. Look, Mickie James will sell the shit out of anything. I'm watching Mickie James take maneuvers all day. Yeah, at this point. Because she could show some people how to sell.
I mean, it's great that Mickie James is in the company, but it's sad that Mickie James has no chance of ever being actually competing with any of these people.
Ever being a champion again?
Yeah. Yeah, probably not. I mean, you know, I just keep going back to Rob Van Dam and Wade Barrett and learning my lesson every time I watch, you know, like, I'm like, well, it makes sense for Wade Barrett to win because he's the younger, stronger talent, and Rob Van Dam is basically there to collect a paycheck and put people over. And that's the same thing that Mickie James is there to do, is just collect a paycheck, put people over, make them look good, you know.
Yeah, bro.
But I look at Mickie James and I see something more, you know.
I mean, she's super talented.
And, you know, I wanted to talk about a women's intercontinental title.
Sure.
Maybe it's a cross-brand title, since they're already gonna start crossing brands.
Cross-brand title.
Yeah, with Backlash, they're gonna have, you know, going forward from Backlash, everything's gonna be a cross-branded thing.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just make it a cross-brand title, or at least make the tag team a cross-brand. Like a women's tag title, cross-brand title, because it'll actually give the other women something to do when they're not in the main event picture. Because right now it's like it's all about Carmella and Charlotte on SmackDown. It's all about Nia and Alexa on Raw. But where does Bayley and Sasha go? You know, what happens with them? They have a meaningless feud that hasn't had a payoff yet.
Yeah.
And it's just awkward now.
Yeah.
And then Natalia's there. I don't know what she's doing. You know, like she's basically Ronda Rousey's pet at this point. Like, how dare you kick my cat in the nuts? You know, that's what it feels like. So, you know, maybe make a women's IC title or a women's tag title.
They need to get the women's tag titles going.
That you could do cross brands. And then you have the Iconics have something to do.
Yeah, you have the Iconics up there already. You even let them beat Asuka. What the fuck for? I don't know why. But you let them do it. Okay. After we watched, like, Asuka, like, destroy Peyton Royce and Billie Kay for, like...
Oh, I didn't see that match. She actually took the L?
She didn't take the L. Becky took the L. But
I thought Becky would take the L.
But that's still a loss for Asuka. So
I fell asleep during that match, actually.
Yeah. We have both watched, like, Asuka run through Peyton Royce, Billie Kay.
Easily.
Any of the NXT girls. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can't convince me that somehow the Iconics became that much better in the month and 2 to 3 4 months that it took between them getting from NXT to the main roster that they can beat Asuka. I'm sorry, just not possible. I don't buy it.
No.
Asuka caught somebody in an armbar. Oh no, excuse me, in a triangle chokehold out of a moonsault. I would pay money to see Billie Kay or Peyton Royce do that. I mean I think they can probably pull the spot off. I'm not saying they can, but like, you've clearly delineated like two different levels of wrestler. Yeah. In the way that their performance the way they perform, right? I'm not saying that Billy Kay or Peyton Royce can't do that. I'm saying that the way that
Peyton Royce is very limber.
Yeah.
So.
Peyton Royce is a good wrestler, and Billy Kay is also a very good wrestler. I think they're both great workers. I'm just saying, like, you have very clearly delineated that their gimmick and their character and the way they work are two different things. Like, Asuka's a machine, right? That's how she works. She's
Asuka gonna kill you.
Yeah, she's a wrestling machine, right? A wrestling machine should not be losing to the Iconics. And Becky is also a wrestling machine. They should not be losing to the Iconics.
Becky is a glorified jobber.
At this point, yeah. But when she came in...
No, she was the first inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah,
but...
they don't know how to push her.
No, it's not they don't know how to push her. It's that Kevin Dunn hates her accent.
Yes, that's true.
And Vince McMahon's like, yeah, I agree with you. I hate her accent.
Kevin Dunn's buck teeth... I shouldn't say that. That's a Jim Cornette insult. I'm sorry. I don't really know. I don't. But of all the things I hear about Kevin Dunn, it does not sound like the most positive individual. But you know what? He controls a certain part of my, a product that I love, or I used to love. And it's just sad to see him slowly crush the things that I enjoy, like Finn Balor and Becky Lynch. And
I think though. When you do things like crush a wrestler or like kill the momentum or whatever, there usually is a backlash.
Yeah.
I remember at one point they used to like listen to the crowd and be like, "Oh, the crowd really doesn't like this guy. Let's just turn him." Like right away.
Yeah.
Like right away.
Yeah.
Or oh, you know what? The crowd's starting to really get into this guy, but let's pull a swerve on him. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah.
And that would work probably better in the older generation crowd. But, nowadays it's like, well, you turn Shinsuke Nakamura heel, and I like him more now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it's because they like we've said this before. They've forgotten how to write. Like they have all these Hollywood writers, but they don't know how to write faces. I don't get it. It's like you don't know how to write a good guy. It's like it's very simple. Good guy.
Just book Teddy Hart.
It's like a good guy he's a guy who follows the rules and has a backbone. That's it. That is literally like just go.
Not hard. Yeah, he's still badass. He could still be an anti-hero. But he does it in a way that's cool. Like you're like, you know what? You're a son of a bitch. And I don't like you, and I'm going to fucking kick your ass. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Oh, I like that guy. He's going to kick his ass over there.
Yeah, Roman Reigns coming in the ring and standing next to Brock Lesnar and telling him he's going to leave the title on Raw was stupid. He should have came and speared him. And, like, it should have just been, like, that should have been the segment. Like, if you really wanted it to be, like, a big thing, like, have him come in, spear him, have them brawl a little bit, and then have people come and break it up. That's it. And then you have a segment, and then people are like, okay, that's kind of cool. Even though I don't want to see this match again. At least you did something with it instead of them like standing in the ring.
Well, Roman's just gonna climb out the cage and win the title like that, probably, or walk out the door.
He should have Brock Lesnar throw him through the cell, like Big Show.
You mean the cage?
To the cage, like Big Show,
and then he wins like that.
Yes, that's how he.
That's so pathetic. That's like the way that the fans would want Roman to win. It's like, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve to get your ass thrown out of the cage because you're a piece of crap, and you only won because Brock Lesnar was tired of carrying your ass. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, but you know what the thing is Brock is a draw. Brock's a draw. He's a draw.
Brock's going to UFC, so he's definitely dropping that title. He's definitely dropping that title.
I don't want to say def because I thought Roman was gonna win at WrestleMania 100%. I was like, this is 100% gonna happen.
From what I understand,
Asuka is 100% gonna win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought I had it all down.
Yeah.
And I didn't have shit down. They swerved the fuck out of me.
They definitely did.
I thought Shinsuke was winning. I was like, Shinsuke's gotta. You guys made these people win the Royal Rumble. They gotta fucking win.
Nope.
They didn't win shit.
They don't like him.
Let's go down the Raw card. Elias defeated Bobby Roode via pinfall.
That's a thing that happened.
I mean, they're pushing him hard.
Yeah.
I don't know to where or to what heights.
I don't care.
But they're pushing him.
I used to like Elias. Now I don't like him anymore.
I'm a little bored of his character.
I'm
not to the point where like I hate him, but like remember when we were talking about Renee Young just completely emasculating him last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that did him in for me.
But that wasn't what did him in for me. What did him in for me is the fact that he's like it got to the point where I realized, oh my God, he's a glorified jobber. And like,
yes,
and then
that's true.
And like, because I was like, walk with Elias. And
he was beyond borderline jobber though.
Yeah.
He was like,
yeah,
almost bona fide mid card.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, because I was just like, okay, yeah. He's
like they'll feed him every once in a while and make him look good.
Yeah, he's kind of a mid carder. All right, he beat Apollo. Okay, he beat Titus. Okay, okay, he's gonna face Samoa Joe. All right, cool.
Oh man,
all right, let's Samoa Joe won. Okay,
doesn't he have a win over Finn Balor?
Yeah, and
like one win over him or something.
Yes, he has one win over him, and then Finn Balor beat him.
Yeah, like 3 times in a row after.
Yeah. And then I was just like, okay, he's with the Miz Taraj now. Okay, maybe he's gonna. He lost again. Okay, all right. I was like, okay, he's in the.
Why do they still call them the Miz Taraj when he's not even on the program anymore?
I'm just like, okay, all right. He's
I really want to talk about this big cast promo. So let's.
No.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh that big cast promo.
It was a good promo.
Woo! Did you see what I posted on our Facebook?
I did. I you know what? I like Big Cass's character now.
He's the poor man's test.
He is the poor man's test.
Try to convince me otherwise.
He's legitimately the poor man's test. I said this before. I said
you did say that.
Every time I see him,
but you didn't make a dank meme.
Oh, I didn't make a dank. I didn't make a dank meme.
You gotta make those dank memes, Bobbert.
I said every time I see Big Cass and Baron Corbin, the only thing that comes to my mind is test. I just see test.
Test.
You know,
this is a test.
I'm like, where's Stacy Keibler for testicles? She's like, you remember when she had the tag team of Test and
Albert?
It
was TNA.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first incarnation of TNA.
Yeah, testicles.
And then Jeff Jarrett was like, oh man, there was this tag team WWF TNA. Why don't we just do that, man? Sex always sells, baby.
Test.
I hate rap.
Remember when Test was like a thing that people were like,
oh man, he was gonna be champion one day.
Possibly. They were gonna push
He really
him.
was dating Stephanie McMahon at one point.
Was he really?
That was real, yeah.
He was legitimately dating Stephanie.
Yeah, for like 3 months he was legitimately dating her.
That's so weird.
Yeah, no.
And then Triple H kidnapped her and married.
So my friend Zach mentioned a long time ago that Triple H had always tried to position himself that going down the road, he was going to connect with Vince McMahon and the family.
Right.
Because his original character, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, comes from Greenwich, Connecticut.
Sure.
Now, where is the McMahons? They're in Connecticut.
Sure.
So, you know, this was like a theory of my friend Zach's from my old podcast. He was like, oh, man, Triple H, man. You know, he always had it in mind. Like, this whole angle with Stephanie, he orchestrated that so that he could actually really legit
get in,
marry her.
Yeah,
you know, and like be in a position. And
that's interesting.
I don't know if that's true. I think when the angle first started, I don't think they were dating.
I don't think they were dating.
I think he was still dating China.
He was definitely still dating China. Yeah.
So but he knew, like deep down in his mind, he wanted to be more than just a wrestler.
I mean, he was showing up. He started showing up for like writing meetings with Vince. Fairly early on. Like after
he was probably he was always clean.
Yeah,
always clean.
He's always been clean.
Always a clean wrestler.
He was always like
when he went out and hung out with the Clique, he was drinking milk at the bar.
Yeah, he was always he was always a clean wrestler. Yeah. You know, and he was also always he was also dependable. They knew that he was a company guy. You know, there was definitely that much.
He just wasn't an A+ player. He was a B+ player.
He was considered a B+ player for a very long time. But like apparently, like after like Sean retired, Sean went away, he was definitely going to he's going to like story meetings with Vince and stuff like that. And he talks about it. So like he definitely had always been wanted to do that.
No, he's a smart guy. He doesn't have a degree, as far as I know,
I don't think so.
any of the things that he's doing right now in corporate.
I don't think so.
He is and killing it. He's killing fucking corporate life. He's fucking destroyed. Not destroyed. I meant in a bad way, but in a good way. Like, he's destroying it at NXT. He's killing it. He's fucking doing a great job over there.
Yeah.
So props to him for just kind of inadvertently sending that message out there that if you do work hard, good things will come to you.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic.
You know, I'll give him props for that. But there was a time.
There definitely was.
There was a time during the ECW era where he was like Mr. Anti-Indie and anti-CM Punk. And
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
He had his mind in a twist, if you will.
Yeah, he definitely did.
But he came around. He saw the light, and now we have Adam Cole, baby, as your NXT North American champion, and Aleister Black as your NXT World Heavyweight Champion, thus proving Triple H will at least listen to the crowd. Vince McMahon,
not so much.
No.
Yeah, not so much.
You don't make an impact on Vince McMahon unless he likes you. I mean, look at Kevin Owens, man.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is like, he was the second coming of Christ.
And now he's
fitting exactly the MO of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It's like, oh, you're great, Kevin Owens. You powerbomb Machine Gun Kelly. You stepped on the United States title with the NXT champion. You beat John Cena in your debut match.
And now you're
just on Raw. You're just another guy. But I want you.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about you.
He's a weird guy. He loves Cass though. He's been wanting to push Cass for a while. So
you can push him. Cass,
he's still in the shadow of that.
Cass was really struggling through that promo, and you know what? That's not his fault, because I don't think he should be talking that much anyway. I think he should be ass kicking.
Yeah, that was a very long promo.
I got to tell you, I hated it, and I hated it for one specific reason. I don't like when you're telling me your inner monologue that should be your inner monologue. Yeah. Because that should have been a discovery that Cass made somewhere along the line with Daniel Bryan. Like, maybe they just meet up backstage and he's like, man, why do you hate me so much? Why do you hate me because I'm small? Is it because I remind you of you? What kind of crap are you talking about, Daniel Bryan? You freaking moron! Like you're a psychiatrist all of a sudden?
You should have been like, is it because I remind you of the person who really got you on the main roster? Enzo Amore?
Oh, that's good. That's good too, actually.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to be like...
Because you know what? Yeah. That's good, because he did say Enzo was the dead weight.
Yeah.
Because Enzo was the dead weight at one point during that whole storyline.
In the main roster, yeah. But, like, he was in developmental for 5 years before Enzo got there. So, like...
Oh, he was on the chopping block.
Oh,
and they told him, they said, you're on the chopping block, but the only reason we're keeping you around, you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah, and
that makes a person feel bad, man.
Yeah, and then Enzo got there. And Enzo was like, you know what? Let's do
Don't worry, Big Cass, I got you.
And he's like,
he said on SmackDown, he's like, and you know what? I grew to be 7 feet tall. And I said, and you can't teach that. Yeah. And so did the crowd, too. And I started cracking up a bit.
And you can't teach that.
I said it, right? Yeah. It was like I was programmed. And I was like, and I grew to be 7 feet tall. And you can't teach that. I couldn't even fucking help myself. Man.
Speaking of Enzo.
I hate that promo.
It wasn't a very good promo.
The doorbell's ringing, and you know what that means. It's time to pause the podcast. Mm-hmm. We'll be right back. Mm-hmm. I don't know where we left off. I think we were talking about Big Cass.
No, Enzo Amore.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but ultimately, I don't like a promo that... I don't even like a monologue in a movie where they just tell you the answer.
Yeah, I mean...
That's what made me hate that whole... that whole thing.
I get that they want Cass to be a big deal, and he's a good worker. He's a good.
I like his theme music.
Yes, theme music is fun. it's just like I didn't care that he was there, and I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, that was his whole gripe, is that no one cared that he was there.
I know, and
he's 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that.
But
he should be a main attraction.
But him showing up didn't make me care. Like it's like, nah. It's like you can't make yourself not underwhelming. I'm sorry. It's like
you can make yourself not underwhelming.
No. You can't make yourself not underwhelming by coming out and telling people to appreciate you. All right, like I guess
it only works if you're Carmella, right? Yeah. Like, cause she got a lot of heat.
Yeah. Oh no. See, like, all right.
I thought she was doing a great job getting heat.
She was amazing at it. Yeah.
I was sitting there listening to that fucking promo. And I was like, ugh, I hate this.
Yeah.
This is great. This is good work. Yeah. This is good heel work. This is solid heel work.
Also, update from Enzo Amore. Did you hear that he posted a goodbye picture?
Yeah, he hung up his WWE boots or whatever.
Yeah, he's gone.
But he's like fired months ago already.
His 90-day no complete cost is up, so people are thinking he might go to the Indies. But I don't know what he'll do in the Indies because he can't work. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I mean, he's one of the best talkers in the game.
Yeah,
he started to get better at working towards the end of his shtick.
Sure,
like he was selling really well. He's good at fucking selling.
Yeah, he can sell. Yeah, he sells.
I'm not sure he's like got any in-ring maneuvers, but he can sell the fuck out of things.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Sure.
What else happened on SmackDown? We had Shinsuke Nakamura.
They beat the Bullet Club and Rusev Day. Shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura for having the best face theme music and heel theme music.
Yeah, you just you just can't stop a good man. That's it.
You just like, I don't care.
You just make him more interesting when you turn him heel. That's what you did. I think they knew that. So, done.
Papoo.
It reminds me of when Stone Cold got his heel music with Disturbed. It was fucking better than it was before to me.
Yeah.
So,
and now he's a super heel.
Let's talk about the greatest Royal Rumble that ever was.
Oh my god.
It is the greatest Royal Rumble because Saudi Arabia is paying $200 million to them.
That's a lot of money.
To fucking be there, and they're also paying for the women to not work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're paying for the women to sit at home and chill. They're like, look, we feel terrible, but we just can't have this shit. We can't have these women parading around.
Yeah.
We cannot do this.
Yeah.
So, listen.
Some back-assward shit.
You're gonna have to leave. All right. The Usos, no. They cannot have Naomi. I'm sorry. I'm being incredibly racist right now.
You definitely are.
But so are they. Are
they being racist or
are
they being sexist?
It doesn't matter. It's the same shit at this point. That's like saying, all right, cool. You can bring all the white wrestlers, but the black wrestlers have to sit in a different part of the arena and they can't be on the card. That's exactly the same fucking thing.
Yes.
So
I mean, I don't think people would appreciate you conflating the two, but yes, I agree. They're similar form of discrimination.
It's exactly what that is.
They're discrimination. They are their own unique forms of discrimination, though. So we should appreciate them in their separateness.
All right, cool. So just like we should appreciate the neo-Nazis and their unique form of culture.
No. What I'm saying is like a woman, like them being sexist is definitely a thing, but like Naomi, who is black and a woman, also would be facing racism and sexism at the same time, and a woman who's white would not necessarily face that.
I never understood that word racism.
Yeah,
because we're all the same fucking race. We're all fucking human.
Yeah, I know.
Unless you got some fucking Neanderthal DNA higher than your human DNA.
Yeah.
Then you're a racist, maybe.
I don't know.
You just don't like different cultures. You're a fucking xenophobe.
Race is socially constructed. We're getting into sociology now. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
That's what Bob does as his shoot job. He's a sociology person.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I don't like it. I'm just angry.
Angry.
I'm like,
it's okay.
I'm annoyed at Saudi Arabia for being so fucking backwards.
I support you.
Yeah, I know. All right, but let's talk about the good stuff. Let's not focus on the bad right now.
Sure.
Because this world is full of bad shit.
It's lit.
If you just turn on CNN, you'll find a bunch of bad shit there.
Kanye's going crazy.
It's not on CNN, though.
Yeah, he definitely is. Is he? I think he is.
He's not on CNN. Why is he being reported on CNN?
Because
he's going to run in 2024?
No, because he supports Trump. He's a Trump supporter now. Kanye West
he was always a Trump supporter, though.
No, he wasn't. He was definitely on the sidelines, but now he's like full out like MAGA hat. He's gone crazy. He lost his mind. Some of us think that he's trying to break free of the Kardashians, so he's
doing what Bruce Jenner did, but in a different way.
In a different way. He's just like, nah.
He's like, I'm Caitlyn, and they're like, what?
Yeah, no, I don't understand.
I'm free of you, bitches.
Yeah, he's like, broken free.
I hate you all.
He's like, whoa, what's going on?
Especially you, Rob.
Wow, Rob Kardashian.
I don't care. I don't know anything about them, to be honest.
I actually don't know anything about Rob Kardashian.
I just know that he's like the bastard redheaded stepchild.
Is he?
Yeah.
Basically.
Rob Kardashian is the bastard redheaded stepchild.
Is he? I don't know. I don't actually know if he is.
That's what I heard.
He's definitely a strange case. You know.
I don't know anything about him.
All I know,
I really don't.
He's definitely a very strange case. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the matches.
Yes.
Undertaker versus Rusev. Is it going to be a match or is it going to be a John Cena 2.0? I think it's a John Cena 2.0.
I think it's
just
going to
go in a casket.
Like a 8-minute match, maybe, at most.
At 8 minutes, it doesn't matter. At 15 minutes, it kind of matters. And at 20 minutes, it's a match.
Yes.
At 8 minutes, it's just like, oh, look, there's a casket. Let's put Rusev in it. The end.
Because, like, Rusev can't really do any of his moves. He can't do, like, the accolade to Taker. How you do the accolade to Taker? That's crazy.
Because Taker's going to die if you do the accolade to him.
He's going to stomp on Taker's back and put him in the fucking camel clutch. Really?
No, Taker can't take that.
No, Taker can't do that. I mean, apparently he looks really good. That's what people have been saying.
I think this pay-per-view might be the like how Stella got her groove back for John Cena, by the way.
Oh, he's against...
He's gonna win against Triple H.
Well, yeah, of course.
And then that'll be the beginning of John Cena coming back. LOL Super Cena.
You know what would be a good swerve if Cena came out and AA'd Undertaker gingerly into the casket.
Oh, because there's still beef there, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
That'd be cool.
I really feel like John Cena is just as checked out as Randy Orton, but in a different way.
Well, yeah.
Here's the thing. John Cena can bullshit you and me into thinking that he cares about what's going on in wrestling.
Well, yeah.
So because he's an actor and he's good now,
yeah,
right?
He's a very talented actor.
Right, yeah. Like, so, he'll come on and do his job and be like, damn, I'm losing. But in the back, he's like, oh, I'm losing. Thank God.
Oh, my God.
I still get paid the same.
So good.
And I don't have any of the responsibility.
Yep.
Like, they don't realize how much they're losing out by just not fucking making him work harder. So, in any event, that's going to happen. Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto. This should have been a rematch with Mustafa Ali.
Sure.
And then Mustafa Ali would have gotten all the pops in Saudi Arabia, even though he's Pakistani. That's a completely different thing. But I guess that's what they thought. They were like, oh, no, you can't put a Muslim guy or a guy of Muslim origin in a Muslim state for the first time in forever and have him lose. So, like, yeah, I guess Kalisto
should lose.
Is the guy that's going to be in that match instead.
He's definitely the one who should take the L.
The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. I'm just going to go with the Usos. Just because, wow, that's weird. It's different if the Usos win.
I'm always pro Uso at this point. I think the Usos deserve it, but I don't think they're going to win. I would even say you might get, if they're smart, you might get a sanity run-in. If they're smart.
I think we're going to get swerved with the Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy thing, and I think Cesaro and Sheamus are going to win. And Bray Wyatt's going to turn on Matt Hardy.
I think it's Wyatt Hardy wins.
Where are they going with this?
I don't know. They did on Monday where they were like, Wyatt's like, you embrace the darkness now. And I was like, what's going on? I don't understand. It's just so.
Wait, Matt Hardy embraces the darkness?
Yeah, like Wyatt looks like time for you to embrace the darkness now. Why? We are together.
But he embraces the light now. He was reborn.
I know, it's weird.
He's in the lake of reincarnation. He's reincarnated to more than what he was.
It's weird.
He doesn't need to go back to the darkness.
Nah, bro. He has to go. It's weird. I don't know. It's definitely an interesting angle.
It's interesting enough to. It's more interesting than Matt Hardy playing chess with a goldfish. I'll tell you that.
Is it?
It's not more interesting than Matt Hardy wrestling a kangaroo.
That would be
fantastic. So like Matt Hardy wrestling the kangaroo is like the best thing that could ever happen on Raw product.
Sure.
And the worst thing that could ever happen is Matt Hardy plays chess with a goldfish.
I think
so. Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy embracing the darkness is somewhere in the middle between those two. So it's like a 5 out of 10 of I give a crap.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal, a match everybody wanted to see, said no one. I want to see Jeff Hardy face The Undertaker. That's what I want.
I think Jeff Hardy wins.
Yeah. Why not?
Or he could lose.
Sure.
And then
but I want him to win because I don't like Jinder Mahal at all.
I feel like he should win.
I hate him now. He's a good heel because I hate him. So if you want to piss me off, just give Jinder the title, and that you're accomplishing your goal there.
I feel like he should win, but I also feel like you could get Samoa Joe winning the Intercontinental title and taking it to SmackDown.
Yeah, they said that could happen. Like the U.S. title will go to Raw and the IC title will go to SmackDown.
Yeah,
and whatever. But apparently, the U.S. title can be on either brand, and the IC title can be on either brand.
Yeah, I know.
So, it's weird. Anything could happen. Samoa Joe with an IC title isn't too bad. Neither is Jinder for that matter. I just hate Jinder. That's all. What do you think about Styles Nakamura?
I'm going to go with my WrestleMania prediction of Nakamura again because he should win because he's the uber heel and you need him to get that W.
Well, there's another pay-per-view happening next week, too. That's the other thing.
Exactly. You need him to get that win.
Why is this happening and yet that... Oh, it's so weird. Anyway, sure, I want Nakamura to win. Yeah, obviously. And then we already talked about Samoa Joe. I want Seth Rollins to win, personally. I'm a big Seth Rollins fan.
I want Seth Rollins to win only so we can have Finn Balor Seth Rollins feud.
Yes, that's fine. This is happening eventually.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I'll go with Roman even though I shouldn't. I've been burnt once.
I'm going with the It's the start of the Roman Empire. With an assist from Paul Heyman.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm calling it.
I said that. I said that to you. I said that should happen, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Calling it assist from Paulie
dangerously.
Paulie H is going to slide in that chair.
And he's going to hit Brock with a cell phone.
Yeah, he's going to be like...
And then he's going to reincarnate the Dangerous Alliance?
Yep.
No. Okay, sure. In fucking fantasy imagination land, things like this could happen for you.
And then Roman Reigns comes out with shades on the next night, and his man bun, just like, you guys didn't believe that Roman was going to win.
Hey, yo, Chico.
Like, he starts referring to himself.
He should just come out with Razor Ramon's fucking music.
He's just like,
and he just fucking does the machismo dance, like, right out there. Hey, yo, my name is Roman Reigns. Because I'm Roman and I reign terrorism. Okay, Chico?
That honestly, I feel like he should win and then he should turn heel and just come out with shit.
Yeah.
Just be like,
but we've been saying this for years now.
And be like, yeah.
Literally years we've been saying this.
I told you to believe that and you didn't believe it.
Anyway.
What about now?
I want to know who's winning this fucking greatest Royal Rumble match. And what the stipulation should be?
What?
The stipulation should be like you get a match, a main event match at SummerSlam.
That would be dope.
That would be dope, but instead you're getting a stupid fucking trophy. And
a trophy?
Yeah, you're getting a fucking trophy.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It doesn't say what it's for.
That's okay.
It doesn't say. Oh. It doesn't say what it's for.
That's I guess that's cool.
Right now, who is in it? We got Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Elias Goldust, Mojo Rawley, Dolph Ziggler.
I don't care.
Baron Corbin, Chad Gable, Big E, Kofi, Xavier, Shelton Benjamin, Sin Cara, Chris Jericho, yeah baby, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Great Khali, and Mark Henry. I thought he was retired, Mark Henry.
Now that I know it has no stakes, I just don't care.
I know.
Mark Henry wins. That's my pick.
Chris Jericho finally wins a Royal Rumble.
I'm going with
Chris Jericho finally wins a Royal Rumble with no stakes on it.
Big Cass. I'm going Big Cass.
Boo.
Baron Corbin.
Double boo.
Doink the Clown.
You can't do that. He's dead. And gimmick infringement.
Is he dead?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Doink. I'm going with
I'm going with Dink.
Crush is
Crush is also dead. Stop fucking coming out with 90s wrestlers.
Yokozuna also passed. Oh my god, there's so many that I want. Tatanka
is still alive.
Tatanka is good.
Tatanka is in horrible physical condition right now.
Damn it, Tatanka.
He should not be in a wrestling ring. I don't know. I mean, when the last time I saw him, I was like, oh my god, please don't ever let Tatanka in a wrestling ring ever again. He might be crippled now at this point from when the last time I saw him.
Isn't he like 5'10"?
Tatanka? Yeah.
This short guy.
I don't know. Let's Google him. Let's Google Tatanka. Tatanka. Oh my god. This is weird. It gave me like sporting goods. There we go.
Tatanka.
Yeah, this is Tatanka right now. I don't even know if he's Native American. I think he's like Hawaiian or some shit.
I was a Tatanka fan. All right, Savio Vega's gonna come back and win the.
Wow. Yeah.
Savio Vega.
There yet. Stone Cold's gonna come back.
Is it too late for Ron?
The Rock's gonna win it. The Rock's gonna win the greatest Royal Rumble.
Is it too late for Farouk to come enter and win the Royal Rumble? I think he can do it. Ron Simmons.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, this is not the gimmick battle royal. This is the greatest Royal Rumble that ever was. It's better than the other Royal Rumble that just happened in January.
Chavo Guerrero is going to win the greatest Royal Rumble. You know why? Because it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter who wins.
I know that. You know that.
It doesn't matter who wins.
I honestly think out of the people they've announced, the person currently with the best chance is Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Followed by Jericho.
I think it's probably going to be Big Cass.
That would be a big rub for him, I guess. It is the largest Royal Rumble that has ever existed.
Or Corbin. One of the two big guys.
The guy that they've been wanting to push for a while.
Yeah, Vince loves. I don't know why. Maybe Lashley.
That's a good one. That's a good one, too.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Lashley.
All right, so where does it go from here? After all this great Royal Rumble, and then we have Backlash next week, where does it all go?
I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I'm confused myself.
This is just such a horribly timed pay-per-view.
It's like a pay-per-view / house show / show in Saudi Arabia. I don't really get it. I don't particularly care.
There's gonna be pyro.
Of course, it's gonna be pyro. They're paying $200 million.
$200 million for a house show.
Honestly, if I was paying $200 million and now I didn't get pyro, I'd be fucking pissed.
I just bought tickets to one of the house shows. I spent like a lot of money on it. But I think I get to meet a superstar or something.
Was it $200 million?
Not even close.
Then you don't get
like
pyro.
Not even, yeah.
You don't get any fucking pyro. Don't complain.
I'm not complaining about the pyro. I don't want the pyro. It scares me when Kane comes out in the flames. It's so hot.
You want pyro? You're gonna have to pay $200 million.
You have to go to Saudi Arabia.
You have to pay $200 million.
And then you have to go pray when it hits like 1:00 over there. You got to pray to Mecca.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's just
what are they gonna do during that intermission? Like, what's happening?
Whatever. They're gonna play some music or some shit. I don't. Who cares? This whole show is just completely silly.
It's out of whack.
I'm surprised you're not doing NXT TakeOver Saudi Arabia as well.
But your biggest star in NXT right now is arguably Shayna Baszler, and
that's it.
Yeah, Alistair
Gargano.
They're not smart marks over there, I don't think.
Oh, that's true. That's fair. Yeah.
So they would have no use for NXT. They'd be like, what is this?
That's fair.
What is this bullshit? Where is the John Cena? Do, 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 do.
That's fair.
Well, that's it. I think that's wrestling this week.
That is.
So, if you want to write in, you can write in to us at wearesmarks@gmail.com. You can go to our Facebook at facebook.com/ILikeSmarks. You can also like us on Twitter and at ILikeSmarks on Twitter. And that's about it, really. Because I don't know where wrestling's going from here.
It's going to be
There's no clear path, it feels like.
It's going to firm up in a couple of weeks, but Jesus Christ. This is.
I'm not happy with the way they're booking Daniel Bryan also.
That was very weird, yeah.
Like, Daniel Bryan, he's laid out again.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Daniel Bryan. We're so happy to have you back.
Welcome.
So you could not perform.
Bri. I told you they don't want him performing every week, right? You know that, right? This is not going to happen.
I don't care if he performs every week, but just don't say he's going to perform and then have some lazy write-off excuse. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to the Smark Tank.
Bye, guys.